Why the middle class gets screwed in college applications isn't just a catchy headline. It is the exact brutal reality for regular hardworking American families making between $80,000 and $180,000 a year. If you feel like the whole system is broken for you, you are 100% right. But in this video, we are breaking down exactly why you're getting squeezed, and more importantly, the strategy to flip the script and actually beat them at their own game. Let's talk about the family I'll call the Millers. Together, the parents make around $140,000 a year. Now, in most parts of America, that is a very comfortable life. They pay their taxes, they try to save for retirement, and their daughter Emma is an absolute rockstar student. 3.9 GPA, captain of the debate team, she did everything right. So this spring, Emma gets into her absolute dream school, Boston University. Total tears of joy in the living room, right? Until 2 days later, when the financial aid package actually shows up. The price tag? $85,000 a year. That is $340,000 for a 4-year degree. And here is the kicker. The government and the school look at that $140,000 income and basically say, yep, you're too rich. Your need-based financial aid is exactly zero. But let's be real, who just has $340,000 cash sitting in a bank account? Nobody. So let's talk about how this trap actually works, because it all starts with the hidden formulas they use to squeeze you. Look, the whole financial aid system started with a great idea. Help the families who can't afford college and let wealthy families pay full price. But because of crazy inflation and skyrocketing tuition, the middle class has been pushed into a total ghost zone. When you apply for aid, you start with the FAFSA. The government calculates your student aid index based on your income, and they just assume you can easily hand over 20 to 30% of your take-home pay directly to a college. But if your kid is applying to a top-tier private school, the FAFSA is just the beginning. You also have to fill out the CSS profile. And let me tell you, if the FAFSA is the basic financial X-ray, the CSS profile is a full financial colonoscopy. This is where middle-class families get completely crushed. The CSS profile digs into assets that the FAFSA doesn't even care about. The biggest culprit? Your home equity. If you bought a house 15 years ago in a good school district and the market value went up, the CSS profile treats that on-paper appreciation like liquid cash in your pocket. The university looks at it and says, "Oh, awesome, you have $250,000 in home equity. Great, you can just take out a second mortgage to pay our tuition." They also look at family-owned small businesses, how much you're putting into retirement, and even the income of a non-custodial parent if you're divorced. It creates this crazy distortion where a normal family looks like multimillionaires on paper, even if you're actually living paycheck to paycheck. The formulas simply don't care about the real cost of living. They don't care about your actual mortgage, your health insurance premiums, or the fact that you're desperately trying to save for retirement so you aren't a financial burden on your kids later. So if you're low income, elite colleges will often cover 100% of your tuition. If you're wealthy, you just write the check. But if you're middle class, you're stuck in the worst dilemma possible. Look at your kid in the eye and tell them they cannot go to their dream school, or completely destroy your own financial future by draining your home equity and drowning in Parent Plus loans. The second reason we get screwed comes down to psychology. We've been completely brainwashed into thinking that if our kids don't go to a top 30 brand name university, they're never going to succeed. So parents build this college list based entirely on prestige. We are talking A1U, UCS, Northeastern, or elite out-of-state publics like UCLA or Michigan. But here is the harsh truth those schools will never tell you. They don't need to give your middle-class kid a single dime. Why? Because they have tens of thousands of wealthy applicants from all over the world who will pay that full $90,000 sticking price without blinking. Your kids' 3.9 GPA makes them qualified, absolutely, but it doesn't make them a financial priority for a school that already has a 7% acceptance rate. Applying to those schools without a clear financial strategy is like buying a lottery ticket where if you win, you lose. because you simply can't afford the price. Instead of choosing schools based on need, where they just judge you through those broken FAFSA and CSS formulas, you need to look for schools that give out massive merit aid. There are hundreds of incredible top-tier universities out there that are absolutely desperate for high-achieving students. If your child's GPA or test scores are in the top 10% of their specific applicant pool, they will literally throw money at you, regardless of what your FAFSA or CSS profile says. We are talking $20,000, $30,000, or even full tuition scholarships automatically. But let's be honest, finding these exact schools used to mean spending endless hours digging through messy spreadsheets and outdated forms. That is exactly why we built CollegeList.me. Instead of just guessing and hoping for the best, you and your team can build a data-driven college list in less than 15 minutes. You just plug in your data, and the platform instantly organizes your list into realistic reach, match, and most importantly, financial safe schools that actually offer generous merit aid for your exact income bracket. It tracks your deadlines, handles application requirements, and keeps your entire family sane and organized. Look, your kid working hard in high school shouldn't mean financial ruin for your family. You can get a world-class education without a six-figure mountain of debt. You just need a strategy before you press submit on the Common App. Stop drowning in Excel sheets and anxiety. Head over to CollegeList.me right now. The link is right in the description below, and build a balanced, smart college list that protects your kids' future and your retirement. If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment with your biggest college applications fear, and I'll see you in the next video.